I'm 15 years old. I get an erection.
You're
well,
a
my
rock.
three-piece sets on her shoulder. I must have been poking her in the ear. Then she started requesting me.
Can you tell this story? I know you've told it before on many podcasts, but for people listening who haven't heard it before, can you tell your history with her? It's crazy because she's been in that picture of her over there has been in both studios since the beginning. It's like my favorite thing in here, but it's kind of wild to be with someone who knew her a little bit.
No, I got to know her by accident because they caught me as I was doing all the errands, and part of my route was I went to Copa every night. Toots Shor's was like my place, and then Dempsey's.
Jack Dempsey's.
Jack Dempsey's.
That's where they film, where Michael gets picked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they had all the bookmakers and the bartenders were taking numbers and doing whatever, and I'd pick them up, bring them to the Wyndham Hotel. That was part of my duty. So I come out of there, and a truant officer comes up to me, had a brown uniform on him. Say, "Who's this guy?" He's, "Why aren't you in school?" I said, "School." I was like 15.
I don't do school.
I was 15, I was wearing Brioni already. He says, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 15. He says, "You got to be in school till you're 16. He gives me a ticket. I'm saying, "Is this guy nuts or what?"
And you haven't talked to your parents at all.
No.
You're not even with them.
So he gives me the ticket, and I walk into Toots Shor's with him. He says, "What are you doing with the ticket?" "You're walking too fast." It was a joke. I didn't even get it. He gets the ticket and he reads it. He says, "This is a truant's ticket. How old are you?" I said, "I'm 15. He says, "You got to go to school till you're 16. He says, "I'll take care of it." So I paid no attention to it. Next morning, I go see him at the Waldorf. He says, "I took care of that thing. Tomorrow when you go to Dempsey's, 9 o'clock, go upstairs. Wilford Academy is up there, the hairdressing school." I said, "I ain't no Fanoke. I don't want to be a hairdresser. Are you crazy? I want to do what I'm doing." He said, No, just check in and walk out. So now...
I see why you have great hair now.
What?
I see why you have great hair now. You know what you're doing. You're a pro.
No, so I go there, and he said, where'd you just come from? Because I had to meet him at 11. I said, "I was at the school." He said, "You don't have to go, just sign and leave." I said, "Frank, where do you find 30, 40 girls 9 o'clock in the morning?" I stay there, have my coffee for them. I was taking them to the Copa. It's like a king.
That's awesome.
But fortunately, me staying there, I met Mark Sinclair and Kenneth. Kenneth was already Jackie Kennedy's hairdresser. Well, she used to come in all the time, and Mark Sinclair was a colorist for Clairol, major colorist, but they were partners already. I thought they were partners. They owned the shop together. I didn't know they were lovers.
Is this back when she's still Jackie Bouvier or whatever?
Yeah.
Right. Surely, because she didn't get married to him until like 53, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, they're looking for shampoo boys. So I'm lined up, and they see me. They figure, they got to have my way with me. And I said, "Yeah, hello." And the teacher told me if they pick you as a shampoo boy, you don't have to come to here. It counts as your, credits, but you can make tips. And I saw all the cars and limousines there, and I didn't need the tips, but I saw the ladies. The fourth head of hair was Marilyn Monroe.
She just comes in there.
She goes there all the time, Lily Deshay, because she was hiding out here,
She had great hair, too.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty good.
But she was here. Costello put her in the Waldorf for a year.
Frank did.
Yeah. Frank loved her.
Yeah, why did he put her in? What do you mean he put her in the Waldorf for a year?
Because she lived in California. She wanted to get away from the Xanax.
Oh.
Because they were prostituting her as a sex symbol. She wanted to be a thespian. She was studying with Strasberg to be an actress.
Yeah, she was brilliant. Very talented.
So now she was there. So now I'm shampooing her hair, and I can't believe it. I don't even know how long I'm looking at her. She's facing the ceiling. She said, "Is somebody in here?" I said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry." I go over. I have the card, it tells you the shampoo, hard shampoo. I'm doing it, touch the water. They teach me, is that, she approves it. I start massaging her hair, and she's moaning, and she's in a kimono. I'm 15 years old. I get an erection.
You're
well,
a
my
rock.
3-piece set's on her, my 3-piece set's on her shoulder. I must have been poking her in the ear. Then she started requesting me, and Costello used to meet Ocado to go deep sea fishing
Tony Accardo?
in Chicago.
Come on.
Oh,
The
no.
two bosses are going deep sea fishing together? That's like putting the president and the vice president on the same plane. That seems a little dangerous to me. A little accident, whole mob's flipped over.
No, but so he said to me that Friday, there's somebody staying upstairs, check in on them, but don't go up till after 12 o'clock.
At the Waldorf.
At the Waldorf. I go up, it's her. She opens the door, she says, Johnny, what are you doing here? I said, well, Mr. C told me to check in on you.
You're not even 16 yet, right?
Yeah. She said, come on in, I just ordered room service. I never saw room service, carts and food and all this, and And she's got her terry cloth robe on. She said, have breakfast. I said, I already had breakfast. Well, have a glass of champagne. I said, I can't have champagne. I'm a kid. She said, you can have anything you want in this room. I said, oh. I have 1 glass, 2 glasses. She said, I'm going to take a bath. I said, I'll go downstairs. Just call the front desk, ask for the kid. They know. She said, no, come with me. Takes me by the hand. Turns the water on. And she says to the vanity, you should brush out my hair. Well, I've done that 100 times after the shampoo. So I'm brushing out her hair. She gets up, takes me by the hand, goes to the tub, shuts off the water, and drops her robe.
No, you're excited at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, take off your clothes, get in the tub with me. I said, you're going to get me killed. She said, who's going to know? And I said, you know what? Who's gonna know?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
This was Saturday afternoon. I left Monday.
Oh, wow. You had a weekend in Maryland.
Hello.
There you go.
So now I got to meet Costello at 11 o'clock. I time it right, get there, walk in. He said, what the hell happened to you? Did you sleep at all? I said, no, I can't even. I would never lie to him. I said, I tell you, I can't believe me. So I just sat down. We started our business. And that's how it all started. And then anytime she was in, I'd meet her. She'd call me. She'd put a disguise on, go to a Subway bar, go out the back door, walk up, or I'd meet her sometimes. And then when she was studying with Strasberg, the studio was on 15th Street, right off of Park Avenue. I'd go and meet her there. It was like 11 o'clock, and then we'd go and do what we had to do.
And she died in what, like 60?
She died, I'll tell you this one.
Can we look that up? 60 something.
She was in Cal Neva.
Pull the mic in a little bit.
sorry.
See? You're good.
She was at Cal Neva. I was sent to go listen to what was going on. He said, go to Cal Neva. And that's for you audience who don't know. Cal Neva was a gaming in Lake Tahoe on the California border. So you can come in on California and go in. So they had Marilyn Monroe. I think there's pictures in the book of me and her and Sinatra sitting poolside. And what happened was that they brought her up there because she was John gave her to Bobby because Bobby said, you got to stay away from Marilyn for the first couple of years. You're a Catholic president. And with that said, they were going to try to hook her up with Bobby. So they had a room set up. This is Sam Giancana.
For blackmail.
Exactly, like they did with J. Hoover.
Yeah.
Because J. Hoover was a cross-dresser.
Right.
So unbeknownst to us, we don't know this. Now sun's setting, Sinatra's telling them what they want her to do. She goes crazy. I'm not having nothing to do with these Kennedys. They're this, they're that.
She's been divorced. Was she married to Joe DiMaggio? Or did I make that up?
That was already gone.
Yeah, that was done, right?
Miller was already done. She just did the Misfits.
Got it. Okay.
She starts screaming She just had an abortion of Bobby's kid. All she ever wanted was a kid. She said, I'm going to the press. I'm going to disclose these Catholics and this and that and the other.
Bobby, not John.
Bobby, not John. She stopped doing John
She
because
had the old calf. Now she wanted the young bull.
yeah.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.